to another edition of Media Match. This is our July edition. Our theme this month matches our summer library adventure theme, and it is Creativity Colors Your World. So here to tell us about The Hazel Wood by Melissa Albert is Christy. So tell us about the plot of this book.
Oh, this book is so good. It's so spooky. It's a good little thriller. So it's about this girl named Alice and her mom, and her entire life they've been on the run from bad luck. So like every single time they move, things go fine for a little bit, but then like bad stuff starts happening to them and the mom has to move them again, and then they're fine for a little bit. And then the bad luck finds them again. And why we're kind of getting that background information on Alice, we're also finding out that she has a grandmother who she's not allowed to contact. Her mom's like, she's evil, we stay away from her. But she's very rich and very famous because she wrote a book of fairy tales called Tales of the Hinterlands. And Alice's whole life, she's been trying to get a copy of this book and she just can't. She can't get it. They're very hard to get. They're very expensive. And one day, the mom receives a letter saying grandma's dead. And mom's super pumped. She's like, we don't have to run anymore. Everything's great. Yay, yay, yay. And the next day, mom goes missing with one note saying, stay away from the Hazel Woods. And the Hazel Woods is the house that Alice's grandmother lives in. And so naturally, Alice is going on an adventure to try to find her mom, and it's leading her towards the Hazel Woods. And as she's going on this adventure, fairy tale creatures start coming into play, and it's what's real, what's not real. And so it's a little bit spooky, a little bit Alice in Wonderland vibe, but these fairy tales are much more Brother Grimm fairy tales. So they're not Cinderella, they're not, you know, Disney-fied. They are dark and scary, and you don't totally know what's real and what's not.
That sounds amazing. So what do you like most about this book?
What I like most about this book is it's not necessarily happy. The way this book ends is you leave content. But there's stuff that you want to happen that doesn't happen. There's stuff that are like hard to accept, but you have to accept it, but it doesn't end tragic.
That's awesome. That's a little bit different than a lot of them.
Yeah.
So what is a highlight of this book for you?
So a highlight of this book to me is at one point in time, Alice gets a copy of one of the stories in the Tales of the Hinterland, and we read that one story. And it is beautifully written. It's Melissa Albert is showing off here. It's a completely different style of the rest of the book. You feel like you're reading a different book. And it's very creepy. It's called Alice 3 Times. And it's spooky and weird and creative. And what's also cool about it is later on, after this book had some success, Melissa Albert released a book called Tales of the Hinterland, which is like the book they reference in the Hazel Wood. So you could check out this book that was made up, but now it's not made up.
That's really, really cool. Well, thank you so much for being here with us, Christy, and sharing your pick. And thanks everybody for watching.
No problem. Have a great day, guys.